Hey everyone. Oh, hold on a second. Got echo. I'm so sorry. Hello everybody. What's up? I didn't even realize that the mic was off, but I've basically been letting you guys know that I've just set up two canvases here tonight. Both of them are 12 by 12 or 14 by 14. I think they're 14 by 14. They're a little bit bigger. So I was trying to decide if I was going to use just a little plastic piece of paper here or to put it in the plastic wrap. I think I'm going to use the wrap on it. But for tonight's painting, we're going to be trying the swipe technique. And I have the black, white, and red already set out for us. I need to open them. They're still new. But of course, I'm always using the same thing. So this is Artist Loft, the ready mix or pre-mixed paint. So we're ready to pour them. Hey, Izzy. I'm glad you could join. All right, so let me get on the other side of the table. That way I can set up. I'm sorry. I was talking to you guys a moment ago. But my microphone was off, so I came around to turn it back on. All right, let me get my gloves on. I hope everyone's enjoying their weekend so far. So I like the cells that we got on last week's painting, and I hope that we'll get the same thing. StreamYard is telling me that we're having connection issues, but I'm gonna keep going as if you can hear me, because the last time it told me that you guys could still hear me. So we'll keep going. And if it does lag, you'll be able to jump right back in with me. All right, I'm just gonna take these and open them. Okay, so black is gonna be our main color. I'm gonna use a lot of that. I want some red in there, because I want it to go against the black. But I don't know if it'll show up unless we use the white. So my white and red are going to go in the center of the painting. And you'll be able to see all that here in a moment. Actually, I won't need a napkin until then. I'll put that aside for now. This. Okay. Here we are. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the main color on this one. So we're going to cover the entire canvas with black, and it's going to help me when I go to move the colors that we put on top. I gotta actually squeeze it. There we go. All right, let's see. Can you guys hear the music? Let me know, because I don't want them to cut us off. I kind of have it low in the other room just so that I could hear it. I like working with music, so let's spread this. I'm not using the best tool either. I've got a popsicle stick. I have a lot of air bubbles, so I'm gonna make sure that that is taken care of. I basically used the whole bottle. And I'm probably gonna need another glove if I spread this around with my finger. Hey, Alicia. Glad you could join. I'm just not seeing that you're in here with us. There we are. There's my tools. Spread this. Still need a flatter one or a wider one. All right. Yeah, it's a whole lot easier when you're using the right tools. I'm trying to make it as even as I can so that there's no weird lines after it dries. Yeah. It looks like a bear. Go. And I'm not too worried about it coming over the edges. It may or may not get poured off the side, but you'll be able to see what we're about to do. It kind of not too much there. Okay, I'll put my tool onto the side. All right. So now I'm just gonna lay this here because it's gonna help me clean my plastic once I swipe it off. Yeah, it does a good effect. And that may have actually helped me cover it a little bit better, huh? To get a black canvas. All right. Go. And I'm gonna go with the red first. I'm gonna keep a section of black, just a little bit. You'll see. So where's about middle? Maybe right here. Just eyeball it. Spray it. That's. Oops. And some white. This is metallic white actually. There we are. All right, I'm just gonna put a little bit of black in the center. That way it'll give us some extra paint to swipe with. Some extra fluid. All right. So here we go. What I'm doing now is I'm gonna use this plastic piece. I'm just gonna go on the edge. And I'm aiming to go right here in the center where we've got the black. And I'm gonna pull it down towards me and it's gonna come over the black, the red and white and leave a smudge. And then once it reveals those cells, it's gonna look awesome. So we're gonna do this side first and I'm gonna turn it around and we'll do the other side. So let's see what we get. I'm trying to get all of these edges all the way down and just swipe it down. Okay. It's a little sloppy. Okay. Let me get where that red is at. There we go. Well, that helped a little bit. There's like a gap right here. I like how the white and red mixing kind of has like a silver, and it looks like an orange up here where it mixes. That's gonna look cool. All right, so I'm actually gonna add a little bit more red, seeing as how the black just dominated on that. A little bit here and on the other side too. Just right on top of that. And then I noticed that when the plastic laid there a little bit longer, it stuck to the black, and that's also why it's so dark over there. So I'm gonna try and set it on that red as quick as I can and start pulling it as evenly as I can. Okay. Izzy, I think you're saying technique. Let's see. Technique. But I understood you, so you're good. You're good. And thank you. All right, ready? I'm nervous. But here we go. I'm gonna try and make sure we get the edge, and what I don't want to do is overlap, so I'm also trying to get it as close to here without going too far. It's like shooting a gun. You breathe out and then you execute. There we go. Oh, no, 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 no. Hold down there. Thank you. All right. That looks nice. That looks so cool. The only thing is like I had this edge over here and this piece right here. I wonder if there's a way I can get just a small piece. Let's see, what do I have? Let's see how this works. So I found this piece of plastic from the canvas itself, the wrapping. I'm gonna see if I can make a small rectangle here, just small enough to fit in this piece right there. Folding the plastic with gloves on is a little challenge right now. There we go. Let's see. I just need this piece right about there. Ooh, it looks a little messy, but I kind of like it. It's interesting how I've got two different pieces. This is going to be a bit more red than the other side, but ready? I'm going to go ahead and turn this around, and you'll get to see what it looks like from my view, and I'll be able to take care of this side. It looks dope. I like it. And then once it dries, it's going to look even cooler. There's some cells coming up already. Okay. Oh. Moving on, moving on. Are you ready? Take this off. That might actually be part of that challenge. Not too much. There we go. So I've cut this piece in half, and it's not too much to try and fiddle with. Oh, Izzy, thank you for the drum roll. All right, here we go. And make sure all sides are touching and swipe. And pull gently, gently. I'm trying to keep it straight. There's like a hair on this corner, and it's created a little line on the left side. And it didn't come off. Hold on. Yeah. There was a hair or like lint. That is so cool. Do you guys see this? You see how simple it is to make something so crazy? And you see these in like doctors' offices, and you're like, oh wow, I wonder how they did that. Well, this is what we did. We just laid some paint down, picked two other colors, and then cooled it with a plastic. All right. I'm definitely gonna be doing more of these. You have the option of creating a spine in the middle, and what I mean by a spine is like there's that division. So you can do that, or you can pull it directly over. I kind of like how it's staggered, so I'm gonna kind of come up to this red piece up here. And I don't want to overlap again. That looks so cool. Okay, and drop, drop. And here it goes. Oh, I definitely feel the difference when all, maybe I tipped it too tight. There we go. Yeah, there was a difference. There was more traction when I had more paint. Look at it. So there was too much paint. And you gotta be careful because it looks like it pulled up some paint right here. So I can see the bottom of the canvas. I'm just gonna put some black. But I really like that one. That gave a really good effect. You can see all the colors. Okay. That definitely helped us stay clean a little bit. The main thing that got dirty was the plastic that I was using to swipe. Yeah, it's the painting reveals itself to you. I like how this red and white is just sitting over here. Somebody else that might bother them because it didn't fully cool all the colors, but I like how I get to see all of them. All right. Just cleaning up a little bit over here. Getting things out of the way. Because I want to bring this over and we can get to the next one. Okay. But yeah, look at this. This is so dope. This is so cool. Okay, so this corner, you can see some of the cells starting to reveal themselves in the top corner here. And come over. It's kind of like we got 4 paintings within the same canvas. I'll go ahead and turn it around so you guys can see. If we did red, orange, and yellow or white, it would have looked like flames, right? We would have had like a fire. It is so cool. Yeah, creepy poster. You're right. We should have went with some friendlier colors, huh? Or some pretty colors. Next time, let's see. We could make it look like a waterfall. The main color would be like a navy blue, and then we can do like a light blue or turquoise and some white or gold. That would look really cool. But yeah, the sails on this side are really cool. If I get the heat gun, I'm pretty sure we could create some more. Hang on a second. Let's see it. Take these gloves off because they're sticky. Okay. I usually mute you guys, but it's over on the other side, so I'm just gonna do this real quick. It's not too loud anyway. Just gonna get rid of these air bubbles, and we'll probably see some sails come up. Hopefully. There's a lot right there. When you're using a heat gun, you want to be careful as to how long you're putting the heat on it. You don't want to burn your paint. But if there are any air bubbles, they'll start popping or they'll reveal themselves. I didn't add any silicone, so I wasn't really expecting a whole lot of cells to come up. But I like that we got some over here. All right, I'm gonna move this over and bring this here. Look, very little mess. Do you see that? That is pretty cool. That's, yeah, probably the cleanest painting I've ever done. All right, I'm gonna put see. See. Oh, I need new gloves now. Our next color. So I'm gonna do 3 cups. I've got purple and blue as the main colors, but I have 2 brands that I'm working with. So last week, you remember, we tried the folk art ready pour paint. So those paints are a little bit more, there we go with my favorite word. But the folk art paint was a little more, what's this called? It's watery, so it runs a little faster. So I'm only gonna mix these 2 as the 2 that this is gonna be the only 2 colors that get mixed with 2 different brands. So I'm gonna see how that works. But we've also got this blue and purple going together in 1 cup. It's just purple and blue, or bright blue. And then from Artist Loft, it's the same thing, bright blue. Or I'm sorry, this is phthalo blue and violet. So I've got 3 cups. I'm gonna go ahead and mix those up. I'm gonna do half and half, the best that I can. I'm not layering them, but I'm gonna try and put 1 color in first, tilt it to one side while I add the color to the other side. So let's see how well that goes. We're basically just trying to get 3 cups with 2 different colors in them. And I'm gonna swirl them around, and we're gonna, that's gonna be the painting that gets mixed. Good colors, yeah, not the scary colors. We got some purple and blues. Maybe that was a little too much. I forget that I'm pouring 3 cups, so I have to remember that it'll be fine. Pour. So this is what it looks like with half and half. You can kind of see it's got a purple on one side, blue on one side. So there's 1 cup. Okay. And then this one is the purple and phthalo blue. I think those 2 colors are already starting to mix though. Okay. So what are you guys doing tonight? Who's joining me? Have you guys been enjoying your weekend? Any plans for tomorrow? Okay, here we go. I've got the blue and silver. Sorry, wait, the camera. There we go. Blue and silver, the blue and violet, and the bright blue and purple. So all I'm gonna do is swirl them around. And here we go. So that 2 colors are pouring out here. Izzy, thanks for the question. You don't have to use gloves for every project, but it does help to stay clean. If you get paint on your hands, it's not going to hurt you. But once it dries, it kind of gets under the nails, so it's harder to clean off. And with the gloves, you know, if I move it around, that's the other thing too. If my fingerprints or my hands were to touch the canvas when I swipe to get the paint all over it, I tend to pick up the paint with my fingers. But if I'm using a glove, I feel like that it allows it to stay on the canvas instead of my fingers. So you see how we've got the colors mixing? Yeah, I'm going to vamp too, so I'll see you there. Definitely, if any of you are in the Charlotte area, come by Judah Church in Still Creek area because we've got vamp at 3 p.m. All right, there we go. We've got one cup there. We've got the blue and silver. I like the blue and silver. That's really cool. And that was the two colors that I mixed from the two different brands, and I really like that more. So this is the blue and phthalo, I'm sorry, the phthalo blue and the purple here. Those were both from the Artist Loft. And the blue and silver, again, were the two mixed brands. The blue is from Artist Loft and the silver is from Folk Art. And then over here we have this blue and purple, both from Folk Art. So you can see that we've got a gloss mixed to the Artist Loft ones. And actually, this is a good example of the gloves. Like this is going to allow me to get the paint to touch. I'm actually going to go into those areas and mix in some of the colors that they're already mixed with, just so that we can add to the canvas, because that'll look cool. Some purple here. Actually, I'm going to use this chance to mix some of the colors from the other brands since they mix really nicely. Let's see what we get. I need some silver. So basically, I did a pour and then I'm pouring some more on top of that. So, you know, you guys have seen me play with the paint. That's basically all we're doing. And then I'm just going back in to fill these little gaps so that we can help it to cover the canvas. I'm just randomly drawing steps. These look like little flowers. All I'm doing is pushing my finger into the paint and bringing it around. Oh, actually, I have a comb that I wanted to use because that did a really cool technique. Right here. There we go. Should be able to start moving this. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at these pretty colors. Oh, guess what, you guys? I have finally ordered the Lazy Susan, the turntable. So hopefully next week we'll be able to do a painting with it. I want to do one where I have like a main color and then I pour some colors on top of it. And then use the Lazy Susan to keep that pattern and just stretch it. So I'm going in with this comb. It's white tooth comb, so that's the reason why I'm using it. And I'm just gonna set it right here. Do you see how we've got a lot of blue and silver over here? Just gonna put it right in my paint and swipe it down. Oh, that's pretty. That's so cool. Yeah, let's stretch this out before I make these patterns. so cool. Wow. Okay. Hold on a second before I get carried away. Start moving this. Don't be sad. Some of this print is gonna move, but if I come to this corner first with the colors that I want to keep, then I will be able to cover the rest of the canvas with other colors. See that? How do you like these colors, Izzy? They're a little more friendly, right? They look pretty. All right. This is so cool. I like these colors. How far are we on this? I keep forgetting to move. Sorry, I keep forgetting to keep the canvas in the frame. Ooh, these colors. These colors. Okay, so now that I'm moving paint down this way, I'm gonna use the comb to help it. The comb off a little bit. Is that too much? Am I doing too much? Should I leave it alone? Let's come down to this corner. All right. No matter what kind of technique I do, I feel like a lot of my paintings come back looking like this, and to me, it's like being in a helicopter and coming down to land, and the pressure from the propellers hovering over that water just makes it push in different directions. That's what this looks like to a lot of people. It could look like a different planet or a galaxy, I guess, too. I'm just gonna trace the line between the blue and purple so that it becomes a little bit more wispier instead of having all those sharp or like the lines of division. We're just gonna let them merge together or fade together, I should say. Oh, that looks really nice. I'm just using the tip of the comb, and they're coming in together really nice. I like it. So, yeah, you always have the option of going back in and playing with the details. I like this is my favorite part. This is where you get to be intimate with your work. Ooh, that's pretty. Let me see if I can make a little swirly. That's cool. Uh-oh, my glove got stuck to the TikTok. Let me see. I see some real, like, some cool sales coming up over here. Let me see if I can get you guys, or if I can get this close to you guys. Ready? Oh my God, look at all the details. I'm sorry for the glare. That's the gloss in the paint itself. But it is so pretty. If you're at a certain height, if for those of you who have never flown before, look at me talking about flying again. I think I really do miss flying. I have been considering going back into the aviation field, but we'll see about that. But yeah, if you fly up above the land, this is what it can look like. Especially right here. Do you see how this looks like clouds? It's really pretty. I like this one. This is probably going to stay with me, but I would most definitely like to recreate this. This was fun. And this was 3 different cups that had 2 colors in each one, and I just swirled them around randomly on top of each other. And as they were spreading out, I used the comb to just make some random little waves along the way. I think that's what it is too. I created waves, and then once we stretched them out, they look like this. This looks cool. Little pea trees, you know, the little the little dinosaur from Land Before Time. That's like his head over there and his wings. Oh, I'm sorry, Izzy. My gloves are covered in pink now. Yeah. So there we go. I'll save it. Click on. This is so awesome. Okay, let's put them side by side so you guys can see what we did. This over here. I had fun tonight. Well, I always have fun every night. But tonight it was more fun because we tried some different techniques. So there we go. So you see, kept the spine in this one. Got that black line going across. You could either turn it, keep it to the middle that way, or have it going this way, whichever way you decide. I actually want to see what it would look like if we did like lines going across. I wonder, should I do that or should I leave it alone? Maybe I'll recreate it and then do that and see what it does. Because I think, one, it's already started to dry, so if I do that, it might mess it up. And 2, I think the paint won't react the same again because it's already started to dry. But yeah. What you think? Would you try either of these techniques? Did any of them inspire you? Thank you. I like them too. They're really awesome. Leave it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone. It's so crazy how a painting can make you feel, right? Izzy, I think you were able to see that because it's just like I'm looking at the painting and the blue and purple one just looks so awesome. And it's just, it brings you joy. The one on the right is kind of like, oh, it's dark. It's really dark. Maybe what I should have done was use red as the main color. Oh, that would have been so cool. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna remake this and I'm gonna make red as the main color since I've already used all of the black pretty much. Yeah, pretty much used all the black. So I will make a red one with some white and black. That would be cool. I would put the black as I did the white so that it's not dominating the painting, but you can kind of see it, just like we see it here with the white within here. I like how it mixed with the red though. Not the red, I'm sorry, the black and white mixed together here. It's kind of got like a silver color to it. Yeah. I think what I'll do is I'll use that as a background and do something with some more white and red to kind of bring it out. But I still like the technique though. I really like how the colors mix, so I'm definitely gonna try that again. And I'll try that little swipe after I mean, not swipe, sorry. I'll swipe the paint and then, like, maybe use a popsicle stick or something to weave through the paint and let it react to it like this. So yeah, I had fun. I hope you guys enjoyed watching tonight. Oh, and if you guys have any suggestions, or if you want to see me try some different colors, because I know I stick to the blue a lot. I think that's what I was actually trying to do here with the red and black, but yeah, that was a lot of black. It kind of took it a different direction, but um now you're able to see that we are able to express our emotions through painting, um or that it can be received as an expression. So definitely art is therapy, and it can help you express yourself. So I had fun. Hate the dark. Pink and red. Okay. Um, maybe like a, yeah, pink, red. I'll look something up. I'll see something. We'll come up with something. But that would be nice as a swipe. Okay. Yeah, this is good. I hope everybody had a good night watching and hanging out. I definitely always appreciate you guys hanging out with me, keeping me company as I create. Yeah, minor blues. All right, yeah, that's all for tonight. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you back again next week, same place and same time. Good night.